Did you know that some of the simplest fruits in Japan are quietly acting as protectors of muscle health, especially in older adults? Around the world, we often believe that building or maintaining strong muscles is only about eating protein-rich foods or lifting weights. But in reality, there are natural foods, humble in appearance, that carry compounds capable of slowing muscle decline. For seniors, this is not just about strength. It is about independence, mobility, and living with vitality well into later years. As the body ages, a process called sarcopenia begins to reduce muscle mass year after year. Many people accept this as inevitable, yet researchers are uncovering how diet can slow, and in some cases even partially reverse, this silent progression. While most conversations focus on supplements, powders, and medical treatments, very few highlight fruits, especially traditional fruits from Japan that have been eaten for centuries. These fruits, woven into the cultural fabric of Japanese longevity, contain nutrients that go beyond the basics, influencing energy, recovery, and muscle repair. The Japanese population has long fascinated scientists because of its reputation for long life expectancy and functional health in older age. In Okinawa and other regions, elders not only live longer but often retain mobility, posture, and energy well into their 80s and 90s. While lifestyle, activity, and mindset all play roles, diet remains at the center of this mystery. Within this diet, certain fruits stand out not just for their taste but for their hidden capacity to protect muscle strength. What makes this subject even more intriguing is how ordinary these fruits seem at first glance. When placed on a market shelf, a persimmon or a small citrus might appear no more special than an apple or an orange. Yet inside, these fruits carry concentrated doses of antioxidants, phytochemicals, and acids that combat inflammation, preserve tissue, and even enhance circulation. All vital for seniors who wish to maintain both strength and stamina. This knowledge carries a double emotion: concern that many people around the world may be missing out on these benefits, but also hope that simple adjustments could change the future of aging. Imagine adding a fruit to your daily life that does more than satisfy hunger. Imagine it supporting your muscles, keeping you strong enough to carry groceries, climb stairs, or simply enjoy long walks without fatigue. That is what these Japanese fruits offer, and why they deserve attention in any conversation about healthy aging. In this journey, we will uncover 5 unique fruits from Japan that strengthen muscles naturally. Some are sweet, some sour, and some surprisingly bitter, but all have hidden powers that science is now beginning to confirm. By the end, you will understand how fruits you may have overlooked can become allies in protecting independence and vitality. And wait until you hear about the second fruit. It might completely change the way you think about sour flavors and strength. Muscle decline after 60 is not just a minor inconvenience. It is one of the most pressing health challenges for aging populations. Each decade beyond midlife, people lose up to 10% of their muscle mass if nothing is done to counteract it. This silent reduction does not always show immediately, but it reveals itself when climbing stairs becomes harder, when lifting everyday objects causes strain, or when balance is suddenly lost. Frailty is not born in a single day. It is the slow erosion of muscle tissue. Understanding this reality is the first step in seeing why diet matters as much as exercise. In most Western cultures, the answer to weakening muscles is often the same: drink more protein shakes, eat more meat, or turn to costly supplements. While protein is indeed important, this perspective hides a deeper truth. The Japanese diet, particularly in rural regions, proves that muscle strength can be preserved with a different strategy. Instead of loading meals with excess protein, they balance moderate amounts of fish, soy, vegetables, and a variety of fruits rich in compounds that aid recovery and energy metabolism. This approach challenges the widespread belief that only heavy protein intake supports muscle health. Take Okinawa as an example. Elders there are not only living longer, they are walking, gardening, and practicing daily activities with strength well into their 80s. Researchers examining their diets discovered that fruits played a more vital role than previously assumed. These are not exotic luxury items. They are everyday foods integrated into traditional meals. And hidden within them are acids, polyphenols, and vitamins that act as guardians against muscle breakdown. This is where modern science and ancient wisdom converge. Japanese traditions embraced these fruits for centuries, not necessarily because of nutritional theories, but because of lived experience. Farmers noticed that eating certain fruits after long days of physical labor helped reduce fatigue. Families passed down habits of consuming fruits with sour, bitter, or aromatic profiles during seasonal changes. Now, contemporary research validates these cultural practices, showing measurable benefits in muscle preservation and recovery. As we prepare to dive into the list of 5, it is important to shift perspective. Think of these fruits not simply as sources of sweetness or flavor, but as functional foods, natural allies in the battle against muscle decline. Some may surprise you because they look ordinary. Others might feel unfamiliar outside Japan. What unites them is their overlooked power. And when viewed through the lens of both culture and science, they offer not just nutrition but strategies for living stronger, longer lives. The first fruit on our journey is a perfect example of this blend of tradition and evidence. At first sight, it appears to be nothing more than a seasonal treat enjoyed in autumn. Yet inside its soft orange flesh lies a potent source of recovery, healing, and strength. Let us begin with this fruit, cherished in Japanese culture and now recognized by science as a protector of aging muscles. The first fruit is the persimmon, known in Japan as kaki. With its bright orange color and delicate sweetness, it is a beloved symbol of autumn, often gifted between families and enjoyed fresh or dried. At first glance, it seems like a simple seasonal delicacy, nothing more than a pleasant dessert after a meal. Yet beneath its smooth skin lies an extraordinary concentration of nutrients that make it far more than a sweet treat. For seniors looking to protect muscle health, the persimmon quietly offers one of nature's most effective support systems. The persimmon is packed with vitamin C, a nutrient that does more than boost immunity. For aging muscles, vitamin C is crucial because it aids in collagen formation, which helps maintain the integrity of muscle fibers, tendons, and connective tissues. Muscles do not operate in isolation. They rely on a supportive network of tissues to remain strong and flexible. Without collagen, movements become stiff, recovery slows, and injuries become more likely. By providing high levels of vitamin C, persimmons directly contribute to keeping this system resilient. Beyond collagen, persimmons are rich in antioxidants such as beta-carotene and polyphenols. These compounds fight oxidative stress, one of the hidden enemies of muscle tissue. As we age, free radicals accumulate and cause small but continuous damage to cells. This process accelerates muscle fatigue and contributes to long-term weakness. The antioxidants in persimmons act like shields, reducing this damage and allowing muscles to recover more effectively after exertion. For older adults, this means that something as simple as walking or gardening can feel less exhausting when supported by a diet rich in protective compounds. What makes persimmons especially valuable is how accessible they are within Japanese culture. They are not rare, exotic, or expensive. For centuries, they have been part of everyday life, enjoyed fresh, dried as hoshigaki, or incorporated into teas and desserts. Farmers historically relied on them as a source of quick energy and recovery during the demanding harvest season. This traditional knowledge, passed through generations, reflects a lived understanding of the fruit's restorative qualities long before science confirmed them. The emotional impact of the persimmon lies in its simplicity. Many seniors today search for complicated supplements or expensive solutions to maintain muscle strength. Yet here is a fruit, humble and sweet, that has quietly supported generations of Japanese elders in staying active and strong. It is both a comfort and an inspiration. Comfort, because the solution is natural and accessible. Inspiration, because it shows how tradition and health can align so seamlessly. Persimmons remind us that muscle health is not only about what we avoid, but also about what we embrace. By adding this fruit into a regular diet, especially in its seasonal months, seniors can take a step toward protecting independence and vitality. And while persimmons reveal how sweetness can heal, the next fruit proves that even sourness can hold surprising strength for the body. When we look closer at the persimmon, its power becomes clearer through both scientific studies and cultural traditions. Research highlights the role of vitamin C in maintaining muscle health. showing that people with higher intakes experience slower declines in strength as they age. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with sufficient vitamin C had better hand grip and muscle function compared to those with deficiencies. This link emphasizes that persimmons, with their high vitamin C content, are not just seasonal fruits but tools for preserving physical independence. Antioxidants present in persimmons, such as carotenoids, add another protective layer. These compounds reduce oxidative stress, which is a leading contributor to muscle fatigue and decline in seniors. By neutralizing free radicals, persimmons indirectly extend the life and function of muscle cells. In practice, this means fewer days of lingering soreness after activity and a greater ability to stay active without constant setbacks. For someone trying to maintain the energy to play with grandchildren, garden, or simply walk comfortably, this protective effect is invaluable. The Japanese tradition of drying persimmons into hoshigaki reflects an intuitive grasp of preservation, not just of food but of health. Drying intensifies the sweetness, but also retains much of the nutrient profile. In rural areas, these dried fruits were stored and eaten during the colder months, providing energy and micronutrients when fresh produce was scarce. This practice ensured that the benefits of the persimmon extended beyond its harvest season, sustaining strength and resilience through winter. What began as a practical method of food preservation became a cultural treasure, with added health benefits hidden in its tradition. The impact of persimmons is not confined to Japan. Similar effects can be expected wherever the fruit grows, making it a globally accessible ally in the fight against muscle decline. For seniors in different parts of the world, incorporating persimmons during their season can be a simple step toward improving long-term strength. They require no special preparation, no expensive equipment, just the choice to eat them regularly. The lesson here is profound. Muscle health does not always require drastic or artificial interventions. Sometimes the foods our ancestors valued carry wisdom we have nearly forgotten. Persimmons demonstrate how something ordinary, even overlooked, can become extraordinary when seen through the lens of health and longevity. By rediscovering the persimmon, we rediscover the principle that nature provides what we need if we are willing to look closely. This first fruit shows that sweetness can indeed protect strength. Yet the story does not end here. In fact, the next fruit may surprise even more, because while persimmons heal with gentle sweetness, the Japanese plum uses its sharp sourness to fight fatigue and give muscles renewed endurance. The second fruit on our journey is the Japanese plum, commonly known as yume. Unlike the gentle sweetness of persimmons, yume is strikingly sour, so much so that when eaten raw it is almost inedible. But when transformed into umeboshi, the famous pickled plum of Japan, it becomes a staple of traditional meals and a powerful ally for health. At first sight, umeboshi may appear to be nothing more than a tangy side dish, often placed inside a rice ball or served with plain rice. Yet within its sharp flavor lies a potent mix of compounds that directly support muscles and reduce fatigue. The secret of yume lies in its citric acid content. Citric acid plays a crucial role in the body's energy cycle, helping break down nutrients into usable fuel. For seniors, this is especially important. Fatigue often sets in not because of a lack of food, but because of the body's reduced efficiency in turning that food into energy. By aiding metabolic pathways, the citric acid in yume improves energy availability for muscles, allowing them to perform better and recover faster. This explains why, for centuries, Japanese farmers, soldiers, and workers relied on umeboshi during long days of physical exertion. Beyond its energizing effect, yume also demonstrates antibacterial and digestive benefits. A healthy digestive system allows nutrients, including protein and minerals, to be absorbed more effectively, which in turn supports muscle maintenance. Seniors often face reduced appetite or slower digestion, but incorporating umeboshi into meals can stimulate appetite, aid digestion, and ensure that muscles receive the fuel they need. In this way, what seems like a small garnish actually plays a central role in sustaining strength. Traditionally, umeboshi was also seen as a symbol of endurance. Japanese workers carried rice balls with a single umeboshi inside during labor-intensive days, believing it gave them the stamina to continue. The sharp sourness acted not just on the palate but also on the body, helping maintain energy levels and preventing fatigue from overwhelming them. This practice reflects a lived understanding that sourness could equal strength, a wisdom passed through generations long before science offered explanations. For seniors today, yuzu provides both a cultural link and a functional benefit. Its intense flavor means that only a small amount is needed, making it easy to integrate into meals without requiring major dietary changes. Just one umeboshi with a bowl of rice can serve as a natural energizer, aiding the muscles in performing daily tasks with greater ease. The lesson from yuzu is clear. Muscle health is not always about adding more protein or more bulk. Sometimes it is about improving how the body uses energy, ensuring that every movement draws strength efficiently. Where persimmons showed the gentle strength of sweetness, demonstrates the hidden power of sourness. And as we move forward, another fruit reveals yet another side of Japanese wisdom, this time through an aromatic citrus that protects muscles with its vibrant compounds. The third fruit in our exploration is yuzu, a citrus fruit that stands apart from common oranges or lemons. Small, round, and often uneven in shape, yuzu carries a fragrance so intense that even its peel can fill a room with aroma. In Japan, it is prized not only as a culinary ingredient, but also as a cultural symbol of renewal and vitality. Yuzu tea, yuzu baths during winter solstice, and sauces infused with its zest all reflect its presence in daily life. While it might appear to be just another citrus, yuzu contains unique compounds that make it a quiet protector of muscles. What most people never hear is that yuzu is exceptionally high in flavonoids and polyphenols. These plant compounds act as powerful antioxidants, reducing the oxidative stress that steadily damages muscles over time. For seniors, oxidative stress is a hidden enemy, accelerating weakness, soreness, and recovery delays after even mild activity. By counteracting this damage, yuzu helps muscles stay resilient and capable of daily function. In practical terms, this means seniors can engage in regular movement, walking, stretching, light exercise, without being held back by persistent fatigue. Beyond its antioxidant profile, yuzu has been studied for its circulatory benefits. Compounds in its peel and juice have shown the ability to improve blood flow and reduce inflammation in blood vessels. For muscle health, circulation is everything. Strong muscles require a steady delivery of oxygen and nutrients. Without proper blood flow, even the most nutrient-rich diet cannot fully reach muscle fibers. By supporting circulation, yuzu ensures that muscles are nourished and energized, contributing to strength and endurance in later life. Traditionally, the Japanese have long believed in the restorative qualities of yuzu. The winter solstice bath, known as yuzu-yu, is more than a ritual. It is an act of protection. Families float whole yuzu fruits in hot baths, believing the aroma strengthens the body and wards off illness during the coldest season. While the practice appears symbolic, modern science has shown that aromatic compounds in yuzu can lower stress and improve relaxation, indirectly benefiting recovery and muscle preservation by reducing the wear of chronic stress on the body. For seniors outside Japan, yuzu might not always be easy to find fresh, but teas, juices, and even dried peel can often be sourced. Adding yuzu tea to a daily routine, for example, offers a refreshing way to access its protective compounds. Even small amounts carry significant benefits because the fruit is so concentrated in antioxidants and aromatic oils. The story of yuzu teaches us that aroma and flavor are not merely sensory pleasures. They are functional supports for health. Where persimmon offered sweetness for repair, and yuzu provided sourness for energy, yuzu reveals the strength hidden in fragrance and zest. With these three fruits, we already see a pattern. Japanese traditions preserve health not through extremes, but through balance, using what nature offers in simple, consistent ways. And yet the journey continues, because another fruit, delicate and golden, carries its own secret link between seasonal enjoyment and muscular strength. The fourth fruit is the loquat, known in Japan as biwa. With its golden orange skin and soft, juicy flesh, the loquat appears modest compared to more famous fruits. It ripens in spring, often enjoyed fresh from backyard trees or sold in small clusters at local markets. To many, it seems like a pleasant seasonal fruit, refreshing on warm days and nothing more. Yet loquat has long been valued in Japan not only for its flavor, but for its medicinal qualities, with both the fruit and its leaves regarded as treasures for health. Hidden within this simple fruit are nutrients that contribute directly to muscle and bone strength. Loquat is rich in carotenoids, especially beta-carotene, which plays a key role in protecting cells from oxidative stress. Just as with yuzu, these antioxidants guard muscles from gradual deterioration. But loquat goes further, as research suggests compounds in the fruit may influence both muscle and bone metabolism. For seniors, this dual effect is vital. Strong muscles are most effective when paired with resilient bones, reducing the risk of falls and fractures. By supporting both systems simultaneously, loquat helps preserve mobility and independence. Another strength of loquat lies in its mineral content. The fruit provides potassium, which aids muscle contraction and prevents cramps. Many seniors experience painful cramps that interrupt sleep or limit activity. Incorporating loquat into the diet offers a natural way to replenish potassium, supporting smoother, more reliable muscle function. Combined with its refreshing hydration, loquat becomes a quiet but effective supporter of daily comfort and activity. The leaves of the loquat tree, often made into teas, have also been used for centuries in Japan and China. These teas were traditionally believed to cleanse the body, aid digestion, and improve overall vitality. Modern investigations suggest that loquat leaf extracts contain compounds with anti-inflammatory effects. For muscles, reducing inflammation is essential. Chronic low-level inflammation contributes to stiffness and weakness over time, so calming this process means muscles can recover more effectively after use. In rural Japan, families often grew loquat trees not only for their fruit, but as a household remedy. Stories of elders preparing loquat tea during seasonal transitions highlight how deeply integrated this plant was into daily life. Its role was not limited to nourishment, but extended to prevention and recovery, reinforcing its status as more than just food. For seniors today, loquat offers both enjoyment and function. Its sweet, slightly tangy taste makes it easy to include in meals or as a snack, while loquat tea provides an alternative way to access its benefits. What appears to be a small spring fruit turns out to be a comprehensive support for muscle and bone strength, quietly sustaining the very foundations of mobility. With loquat, the Japanese tradition once again shows how ordinary foods carry extraordinary power. From sweetness to sourness, from fragrance to golden fruit, each has revealed a different path to protecting strength. And the journey is not complete. Ahead lies one final fruit, eaten whole, peel and all, that contains one of the strongest muscle-protecting secrets of all. The fifth fruit is the kumquat, known in Japan as kinkan. Unlike larger citrus fruits, kumquats are small, oval, and eaten whole, peel, pulp, and all. At first, this may seem unusual to those unfamiliar with the fruit, but in Japan it is a long-standing tradition. Families often keep bowls of kumquats during the colder months, enjoying them raw or simmered in honey as a soothing remedy. While many see them simply as a winter snack or natural throat comfort, kumquats hold one of the strongest secrets for muscle support hidden in their peel. The unique strength of kumquats lies in hesperidin, a flavonoid concentrated in the peel. Hesperidin has been studied for its effects on blood circulation, showing the ability to strengthen capillaries and improve vascular function. For muscle health, this is essential. Muscles depend on efficient blood flow to deliver oxygen and nutrients during activity, and to clear waste products afterward. Poor circulation leads to quicker fatigue, slower recovery, and greater risk of weakness. By enhancing blood flow, kumquats directly support endurance and muscular vitality, especially important for seniors seeking to remain active without feeling drained. In addition to circulation benefits, kumquats are packed with vitamin C and dietary fiber. Vitamin C reinforces collagen formation, just as persimmons do, while fiber aids digestion, ensuring nutrients reach the body effectively. Together, these properties make kumquats a complete package, supporting the intake, delivery, and utilization of energy for muscle function. Their small size makes them easy to consume regularly, turning what seems like a tiny fruit into a powerful daily ally. Traditionally, kumquats have been prepared in warm syrups and teas to ease colds and boost resilience during winter. Beyond soothing the throat, this practice helped elders and workers sustain energy in cold conditions, when circulation naturally slows. What was once seen as comfort food now reveals itself as science-backed health support. The peel, which many would discard in other fruits, is the very source of kumquat's hidden muscle-strengthening potential. The emotional lesson from kumquats is profound. Seniors often feel that maintaining health requires difficult changes or complicated regimens. Yet here is a fruit so small that it fits in the palm of the hand, so easy to eat that it requires no preparation beyond a rinse. Its simplicity carries reassurance. Strength can be built not through excess but through consistency, by embracing what nature already provides. Among all 5 fruits, kumquats stand out for their concentrated power. By improving circulation, they ensure that every other effort, whether exercise, diet, or rest, works more effectively. They complete the picture drawn by persimmons, ume, yuzu, and loquats, showing that Japanese tradition has long recognized multiple paths to sustaining muscle health. With this 5th fruit, the journey of discovery reaches its core conclusion. We now hold 5 examples of how simple fruits, often overlooked, carry within them the potential to preserve strength, independence, and vitality in later years. But before closing, it is time to look back at what we have uncovered and see how these lessons can guide daily choices in a practical, hopeful way. We have now explored 5 remarkable fruits from Japan, each offering its own unique path to protecting and strengthening muscles. The persimmon, with its sweet richness of vitamin C and antioxidants, supports recovery and collagen formation. The Japanese plum, yuzu, sharp in its sourness, fuels energy through citric acid and aids digestion. Yuzu, fragrant and vibrant, delivers flavonoids that fight oxidative stress and improve circulation. The loquat, gentle and golden, offers carotenoids and minerals that strengthen both muscles and bones. Finally, the kumquat, eaten whole, unlocks hesperidin from its peel, enhancing blood flow and ensuring that muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. Together, these fruits tell a story much larger than nutrition alone. They reveal the depth of Japanese wisdom in using everyday foods as guardians of health. While modern society often looks for solutions in laboratories or expensive treatments, these traditions remind us that strength can be nurtured through the foods that have sustained generations. This perspective challenges the belief that supplements or artificial products are the only way forward, showing instead that nature provides simple, balanced tools to fight aging. The central message is clear. Muscle strength does not come only from exercise or protein. It comes from synergy, movement supported by nourishment, rest supported by recovery, and culture supported by science. For seniors, this means that maintaining independence does not have to be overwhelming. By weaving these fruits into daily routines, small but consistent actions accumulate into real, lasting resilience. Practical alternatives are available for those who cannot easily access these Japanese fruits. Persimmons can be substituted with oranges or papayas, yume with other plums or even citrus that provide citric acid, yuzu with lemons or limes, loquats with apricots, and kumquats with tangerines. While the specific compounds may vary, the principle remains the same. Variety, freshness, and balance in fruit consumption can powerfully support muscles in aging bodies. Most importantly, the promise of these fruits is not abstract or distant. Their benefits begin the moment they are integrated into daily life. Choosing a persimmon in autumn, drinking yuzu tea in winter, or adding a handful of kumquats to the table can transform meals into medicine, moments of nourishment into strategies for longevity. These are steps that any senior can take immediately, without drastic change or heavy expense. As we prepare to close this journey, it is important to remember the deeper lesson. Longevity is not about avoiding age, but about embracing it with strength. Each of these 5 fruits offers not just nutrients, but hope. Hope that aging can be met with vitality. Hope that independence can be preserved, and hope that traditions passed through generations still hold answers for today. And with this hope, we move to the final reflection, where the wisdom of these fruits is tied together with a call to action for all who seek to live stronger, longer, and more joyfully. Which of these 5 Japanese fruits have you tried before? Was it the sweet persimmon, the sharp the fragrant yuzu, the golden loquat, or the tiny kumquat eaten whole? Each one carries not only nutrients but also a story, a connection to tradition, and a practical lesson for healthy aging. By sharing your experiences, you contribute to a community where knowledge is exchanged and strength is built together. This journey through 5 fruits is more than a list. It is a reminder that health is often found in the simplest places. Persimmon showed us the power of sweetness in recovery. Revealed the strength hidden in sourness. Yuzu offered vitality through fragrance. Loquats gave us a link between muscle and bone. And kumquats proved that even the smallest fruit can have the largest impact on circulation and endurance. Collectively, they reinforce a truth that seniors everywhere can embrace. Small, consistent habits lead to lasting resilience. Community is an essential part of this discovery. In Japan, the wisdom of using these fruits has been passed down not by textbooks but by families, meals, and seasonal traditions. Now, through this space, you have the chance to keep that cycle alive. Every comment, every shared story, becomes part of a collective effort to preserve strength and vitality in aging. Your voice matters, and your experiences can inspire someone else to take their first step toward change. Thank you for being here, for investing time in learning, and for valuing your health. This channel exists because of people like you who believe that aging can be lived with dignity, energy, and independence. By subscribing, liking, and sharing this message, you not only support the work being done here but also spread a reminder to others. Health can be nurtured naturally through wisdom that has endured generations. And this journey does not end here. The 5 fruits of Japan are just one piece of a much larger puzzle. From other foods to daily movements, from breathing practices to cultural habits, Japanese traditions hold many more secrets about longevity and strength. If you are curious, stay with us, because the next video will uncover even more of these timeless practices, showing how small, mindful changes can protect your health in ways that modern solutions often overlook. For now, the path is clear. Add these fruits when you can, find their local alternatives when you must, and remember that every choice matters. Age may bring changes, but it also brings the opportunity to live wisely, drawing from traditions that have stood the test of time. Your body deserves care, your muscles deserve strength, and your years ahead deserve to be lived with vitality.